CBS Sports presents the Verizon Halftime Report.
So even with limited opportunities today, the Cowboys offense has still managed to eat in the first half, but the feisty Sam Howell trying to keep it close as Dallas leads Washington at the half by 10. As we welcome you back to our studio show here in Studio 43 and the Verizon Halftime Report, the official 5G network of the NFL. I'm James Brown. Now Matt says you're on the right camera, JB, along with Phil, Nate Boomer. Yes. It has been an impressive first half for Dak Prescott.
Yeah, it's been a fun game so far in the first half. You know, Dak Prescott, this offense is just wide open. Here's one thing, creativity. A little fake to the left by CeeDee Lamb, and then Tyler Biadasz, Zach Mark out in front, and Rico Dowdle goes in for the score. Then downfield throws. Dak Prescott really taking shots down the field, hits Jake Ferguson for a big gain. And then they move the pocket. Brandon Cooks gets to make a double move, wide open for the touchdown. The scrambles by Dak, the motion they're using on offense, and these quarterbacks both playing well. Dak Prescott, great numbers. And I'll just say this for Sam Howell. Eric Bieniemy doing a good job of managing the game for them.
JB, you said he was feisty. I think we all agree that maybe Washington has found their quarterback of the future. Here he's going to find Curtis Samuel. Look at this perfect throw. And you talk about a kid that's got some guts. He's playing with guts. And, you know, he ran a play in the first half, and we're going to show it right here. We haven't seen this play since 1978 at Morehead State. It's a counter option. And John Madden would have loved this play, as Sam Howell showed a lot of toughness, a lot of grit, exactly what you want out of your quarterback. Second-year player. Now we know why, that they didn't sign anybody in the offseason or draft a quarterback of significance.
And you know what else is working for that Commanders offense is those in-breaking routes. And in order to take advantage of that tendency that they've created in that first half, I would like to see Eric Bieniemy call some sluggo routes, or basically slant and goes. I believe that those Dallas Cowboys will bite all over it because they've seen them slants work already.
And Sam Howell's just been patient in this game. He's not turning the football over. He's been sacked twice. And I think the runs need to continue to be there. It's not about the yards. It's about the attempts. On the other side of it, it's the big play offense of the Dallas Cowboys.
Wow.
Now, Dak missed a couple of big throws early in that game, but this offense is predicated on the big plays and getting those big chunk plays on offense.
For all the critics about young Jordan Love, please.
Jordan Love answered the call today, guys. 22 of 32, 268, 3 touchdowns. Earlier in the game, how about Rashawn Gary? He's going to have a strip sack right here of Jared Goff. Jonathan Owens. Oh, this is Simone Biles' husband, by the way. Oh. He not only scores this touchdown, but he had 12 tackles on the day. Jeez. Green Bay goes into Detroit, and they upset the Lions 29-22.
How about those Lions, man? But I'll shout out to the Packers. You know, I got to give them credit. Big NFC North matchup.
Yeah, you talk about Jordan Love, what he's done is 3-1 in the last 4 games, 8 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. And one thing you look at the Detroit Lions is the defense. They got a blitz to get pressure right now, and you can see some of the flaws right there.
You know, I'll say that, JB, the stuff on Jordan Love, it toughens you up. You know, you got to just hit it, and I think it has. And you can see it when you watch him play, throwing the ball down the field, making good decisions, and it's really been good for him, I think, the last couple of weeks. Dan Campbell, that's the one thing. Not second-guessing. We did it right here on the set. 4th down, 4th and what? In the third quarter, you're only down 23, I lost it, 23-14, and you go for it in the third quarter. I thought that was a turning point in the game.
I think Jared Goff, you know, the one thing is he gets some throws back, but, you know, one thing, you see these guys in the fourth quarter, they don't flinch, and that's the one thing I'll say about them. But the Green Bay Packers, Rashawn Gary was all over him right now in terms of pressure on the defensive front.
Listen, the Lions have been playing well. They'll be okay. It's okay to taste a little blood in your mouth. We know that these games are going to be division games as the end of the season comes near. As long as they finish strong, the Lions will be okay, but great win for the Packers.
The Vikings are 2 games behind the Lions right now, and they still have to play each other twice. The other thing I think about this game is that Detroit out of that building, even though they had a bad day today, is not going to be a good team. They're not going to go on the road. They're not going to beat San Francisco in San Francisco. They're not going to beat Philly in Philly, and they're certainly not going to beat Dallas down in Dallas. So I think, you know, they need home field advantage as probably more important to them than anybody else in the NFC.
And one of the reasons I kept alluding to the quarterbacks is because so many critics expect them. You say it's not a game of perfection. They're always criticizing. I'm loving how the guys are weathering the storm and playing well. And speaking of San Francisco, late game tonight.
Yeah, Brock Purdy is an absolute beast. He doesn't get enough credit. I know he's playing with some superstars. Yeah, McCaffrey, Kittle, Ayuk, and of course Deebo Samuel. But give credit to the coordinator and also Brock Purdy, because with that combination of Kyle Shanahan and Brock Purdy, some of the best football we've seen all year.
I love their offense, man. I love the fact that he's under center. He's high completion percentage. I said it in the pregame. He's like Joe Montana light because he's only played 15 NFL games.
Right.
But this is what that offense back in the 80s looked with Joe Montana running it. So precise, so quick, well read out. He processes opposing defenses and knows exactly where he wants to go with the ball.
And complementary to that is the defense style with which they play. They can get after the quarterback, and you kind of worry with Geno Smith. You know, he had an elbow injury, so you wonder how far he can go tonight in this game coming off that injury in a short week.
Drew Lock can be ready if his name is called.
And just because people may not know, two people, Morehead State,
Kentucky.
Kentucky, but who's
Phil Simms, of course.
And the great Dolly Parton halftime show.
The great Phil
next.
Simms.
Okay.
CBS Sports presents the Verizon Halftime Report. Verizon, the official 5G network of the NFL. CBS Sports presents the Verizon Halftime Report. Verizon, the official 5G network of the NFL.
We are back at halftime at AT&T Stadium, where the tradition of giving only grows stronger here on Thanksgiving Day. For 27 years, the Dallas Cowboys and the Gene and Jerry Jones family have kicked off the Salvation Army's iconic National Red Kettle campaign. And this holiday season, they are joined by a very special guest.
Well, happy Thanksgiving, everyone. This year, I've teamed up with the Salvation Army to love beyond the holidays. Now, when you drop $1 in that red kettle, you can make a difference for the families who are struggling to put food on the table and for the single parent who can't make rent this month. Show your neighbors in need love beyond the holidays by finding a red kettle or giving online at salvationarmyusa.org.
And now, the tradition continues. Here to kick off the annual Red Kettle campaign, please welcome global superstar and rock star, Dolly Parton.
Let's go. Well, I took her out of bed
Then I stumble to the kitchen, pour myself a cup of ambition, yawn and stretch and try to come to life. I jump in the shower and the blood starts pumping. Out on the streets, the traffic starts jumping with folks like me on the job. From